that I'd hurt you and you'd stay if I could turn back time. Okay, this is it. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Okay. When did this stop? I tell you, there's nothing worse than not hitting record. Okay, so there's the dirt, and I got in trouble with the security guards because I was going to put a flower pot of dirt next to my door and put a knife in it to protect my home. And you can use clean dirt from you could go to Walmart and pay for dirt, but then you realize once you're there that you don't actually want to do that, and so you wait for it to close. You buy a shovel instead because a shovel's something that you could use over and over, whereas this dirt you could use the dirt over and over again too, and you could put it. Okay, so it replenishes the soil's nutrients. I mean that's always a good thing, and the shovel doesn't do that. Okay, a shovel takes nutrients out of the soil by physically moving mounds of dirt through the shovelfuls of dirt to somewhere else that you need it, which can be also very handy, okay? So it's shovel versus soil, the battle of the century, okay? So there I am waiting outside the Walmart around the corner, leaning on a shovel, waiting for the lights to go out. But then G2S security comes along and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm digging this dirt." And you didn't have a place to put the dirt, so you backed your hatch back up to the dirt and you were throwing dirt to the back of your car. Okay? And they're like, "You can't do that. That's illegal. It's private property." And I said, "What are you going to do? Arrest me?" And I shouldn't have said that because they got them they put their back into it. You know what I say? And they got their shoulders up and they were tense and it was not a relaxed situation. I escalated the situation. Okay, I escalated it. It wasn't a smart move on my part. No, they're not police, but they've got radios, and you don't know who's listening on the radio. You don't want your name over the radio, okay? You can't prove it's your car because your license and your license and your registration is there, but your license isn't there because your wallet's in your phone, and you don't have your license on your phone because you didn't want, I don't know, someone to steal your phone and then what? Steal your car with a license? Um, Maybe it was data pirates you were worried about. Anyway, the point is you can't prove it's your vehicle. So you've got their license and registration with a name on it, but they don't know that your name isn't. How do they know it's not Tommy Smelloween? They don't know that. Okay, and then you're like, well, why do I have to prove it to them? They're a private security company. But the police will be on their side anyway when they show up, which they did. And then what happened was then the Garda security came too, the G2S to empty out the ATMs. And so people didn't know what was more important, me or the ATMs. And I was like, the ATMs, dude, there's tons of cash there. You don't want the cash to go away. And they're like, what do you have to say about that? And I said, no, I'm just giving you a hypothetical situation. And they said, well, that's a pretty convenient hypothetical situation for someone who's been here lurking about in the night with a shovel. And I joked. I said, I've been digging a tunnel into the Walmart. But there was a tunnel into the Walmart. And they say, was this yours? And I said, no. They said, you just told us you're digging a tunnel. I said, well, this is clearly paved, okay? This is clearly a paved tunnel with like conduits for electricity and cable and internet, okay? So this is a built thing. A vast underground network of underground Walmart caverns, okay? And the things that I saw in there, okay? Some of those security guards never came back, okay? And I'm sorry to their families. It wasn't my fault, but I wanted to express my deep condolences, okay? My deep condolences. You're just saving up for your child's future. It costs $500,000 to raise a child. You were making $1,750 as a private security guard. There's beasts down there. Terrible beasts. who want to do things to you. I suppose I should have trigger warning this part, but I won't talk about it anymore. Suffice it to say, suffice it to say, it's a situation I'm going to remember the rest of my life. Those Wal-Marts. I thought the Denver airport was bad. Always look on the bright side of life. Do 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 do. Always look on the bright side of life. Do do. Is there someone walking in my house? Do 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 do. Or is that the cat? We have quite a heavy-footed feline. I got into my car and drove away with the dart. I never got my shovel back, but I wasn't going back for it. And no one messes with me now because they know where that dirt came from and what I had to do to get it. If you need the knife in a pinch, just wash it off. Just wash it off and say sorry. So we got a great show for you tonight. There's going to be magic, rabbits and hats, or I haven't seen it. I don't know. But this is a community of people who are following their passions and dreams, okay? And part of that is performing in front of a live audience, okay? It takes courage, spirit, and heart, okay? We can give them a round of applause. We can get them ready to go. We can get them 1, 2, 3. We can get them 1, 2, 3. Let's clap. 1, 2, 3. Clap, clap. 1, 2, 3. Put your hands in the air and wave them like you don't care. But you do care. You care very deeply. Because you're here. Make sure you wash the knife after you're done. You don't want eggs on it. I don't know why you would be slicing eggs with such a heavy-duty knife, but maybe you had no other choice. My child doesn't like yolks, so I've been slicing a lot of yolks out. I left a lot of yolks out tonight. So we got a great show for you. Stick around.